So I'm straight up gonna explain how to do the entire activity. Today should be very easy. My fifth period class yesterday, they did amazing. They finished literally like in maybe half an hour at most. And that was with us doing all the problems and doing the second worksheet that you have on there. So if you look and turn around your bill activity, you're gonna see that you're gonna have a little section that says notes. So today, I'm actually going to show you guys how you're going to write your own equations whenever it comes to writing equations for a system of equations. Because we've been working a system of equations. And whenever you have system of equations, you're going to have two or more equations. I'm just going to put equations here. You're going to have two or more equations, and the information they give you, that you're going to be able to solve a lot of stuff. But right now, we're only going to worry about writing. We're writing. I'm going to put it right here so you guys know what are we talking about. We're actually just writing equations today. We're just writing. Very simple. We're just writing equations. So the way that we're going to write equations, we're going to have to read. Obviously, we're going to have word problems today. So you're going to have to read the word problem, and we're going to have to highlight certain things that are important. Make sure you underline the important things on your assignment. First things first, I'm going to read this one for you guys. There are 22 students in a classroom. Okay, so I can already tell you 22 students in one classroom is very important. So we have 22 students in a classroom. That's understandable. Typical class. Then there are 12 more girls than boys. That is also very important. When you're working with system of equations, you're always going to have two different variables. So for this problem, I want you to identify the two variables that you're going to have to work with. What's my first variable? Or what's the two things that they talk about? We're talking about classes, we're talking about boys and girls. So if you guessed it correctly, our variables are actually going to be G. It's going to be for girls. And B is going to be for boys. I like to do it this way because it makes it easier for me to understand which is which. So, next thing, we need to start writing equations. So the easiest equation that we can write, if you look right here, it says that we have 22 students. So if we get all the girls in the classroom plus all the boys in the classroom, you're going to have 22 students. That's your first equation, okay? So I'm going to color it differently so you guys can see what I'm doing. The girls plus the boys equals 22. Gonna go back to, let's do purple this time. Now, I need to write a different equation, right? So what's the other information they gave us? They're saying that there are 12 more girls than there are boys. So how am I gonna figure out this? Okay, so I'm gonna use the first variable that comes up, right? It says right here, there are 12 more girls than boys. What does that mean though, right? So I'm going to use my variable G. Okay? I'm going to use my variable G. It's going to equal to something. So what's the two things that I know? 12 more. So I'm going to put 12 plus. I wrote it backwards, but it's okay. I'm going to put G is equal to 12 plus. What does it say? We have boys. So I'm going to put boys. So we have 12 more boys or 12 more girls than we do boys. So the number of girls is going to be 12 more than boys. So that's exactly what we did here. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but this one might be a little confusing. The other ones are going to be a lot easier for you guys to understand. And that's it. We wrote our two equations. Now we have it. You guys don't have to answer. I know it says find the number of boys and the number of girls in the class. You don't have to solve it right now. All I'm focusing on is if you know how to write your equations and how to set them up. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to discard this, I'm going to keep moving. So example number 2 all the way to example number 4. I'm going to explain everything, and it shouldn't take us that much longer. All right, so let me read the next one. It says, Jamie has twice as much money as Kristen. Together they have $36. So Jamie has twice the money of Kristen. So it's twice as much. Okay? And then whenever you put them together, they have $36. My first thing that I need to do, I have to specify my variables. So I'm going to put Jamie. J is equal to Jamie. And now the second variable is going to be Kristen. I know it's kind of bad, but I'm trying to write as fast as I can. It's going to equal to K. Now we have Kristen. Why did my screen go dark all of a sudden? We have Kristen and Jamie right here. That's going to be my two variables, J and K. First equation that I can write out right away is, if I put them together, I'm going to get $36. So J plus K is equal to 36. Now, what's the other variable that I can write? It says Jamie has twice as much money as Kristen. So I'm going to write J is equal to something. J is equal to twice as much money as Kristen. What this means is that I'm going to have to multiply whatever Kristen got, and that's going to give me the amount of Jamie. So I'm going to plug in the 2, right? Because twice is equal to 2. So I'm going to put a 2 right here. That equals to 2. And whenever they say twice as much, it's going to mean that we multiply by the amount that K is. So that's going to be my second variable. J is equal to 2 times K, meaning twice as much as Kristen. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's your answer. We're going to go and read the next one. Anthony rode his bike 3 times as far as Bobby. Anthony rode 16 miles further than Bobby. All right, this one may seem very confusing, but let's focus on what names they give us first. The first name that we get is going to be Anthony. So that's going to be, we're going to be writing stuff according to Anthony. All right, so Anthony, well, I'm going to write my variables. So Anthony is going to be, A is going to be Anthony. And then Bobby is going to be B. Okay. Anthony rode his bike 3 times as far as Bobby. Okay, so I'm going to write Anthony is equal to, like we say before, it's saying 3 times. So that means 3 times something. And what was the other something? It's going to be B, Bobby. That's going to be my first equation. I literally just grabbed the 3 times and Bobby. So Anthony is equal to 3 times Bobby. Now, the other one also starts with Anthony, so I'm going to write Anthony again. Anthony rode 60 miles further than Bobby. So I'm going to write the number 16 right here plus B. Meaning that whatever miles Bobby got, Anthony's going to get 60 more. That's all it means. And this is going to be my answer. That's going to be my 2 equations, and now I can do my system of equations. Now, finally, we're going to move to the last one. A pet stop at the mall has a combination of 15 cats. So a combination of 15 cats and dogs for sale. They are 4 times as much cats as there are dogs. Again, you can probably guess I'm going to have C and D equals to cats and dogs. Out of the bat, I can already write one of the equations. Look at what they give us. They're telling us the total of pets that they have is 15. And what's a combination of that? It's going to be C plus D, which is the number of cats and dogs put together. It's going to equal 15. So we already wrote one. We just need to write the second one. And let me read the second sentence. So it says there are 4 times as many cats than dogs. So whenever you're reading word problems, always pick whatever variable they give you first. So in this case, there are 4 times, right? They're using cats first. So I'm going to write my equation according to cats. So cats is equal to 4 times as many as dogs. So I'm going to write 4 times D. Because whatever the value of dog is, cats is going to be 4 times that. So that's going to be my answer. I know I'm going kind of fast, but this is literally just how you're going to have to do it. Okay? You just break down, highlight everything that you know, figure out your 2 variables. Once you figure out your 2 variables, the next thing that you have to do, you just have to specify which variable, meaning in this case was cats, you're going to have to use to write your equation. It's not that hard. Make sure you look at the assignment. If you have any questions, you can always email me. I'm going to be doing a lot of training today, so I might not be answering right away, but just give it your best try. I know it may seem like a little hard right now, but trust me, it's not as hard as you guys think. Just try it. Make sure you turn both assignments in, and I'm going to be checking everything tomorrow. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.